So guys, are you able to hear me now? I think it should be fine now. I think you guys can hear me. I'm not sure what is the BEYG gamer is talking about. Bro आप क्या कह रहे हो? Bro आप मुझे MOD बना दो. अम, फिर मैं abuse कर दूंगा. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Zoro, Irish, guys, all of you. So let's do something. I'm gonna just call off the screen or just pull it up a bit because I don't want the room ID basically to be revealed out, right? So this is what I'm gonna do, and in the meantime, I'm gonna be creating the room now. So let's see. So we'll just wait and have the teams populated out. I'm just going to bring this a bit lower for you guys to see at least the teams right now. Yeah, something like this would probably be a bit better, I guess. Yep. So there we go. That should do it for now. In the meantime, let me just tell you guys what's at stake for the day. So what's gonna happen is it will be pretty simple, guys. I will just tell you of the lineup that we have today. So every team will be occupying slots. Slot 1 is for 7H, 2 and 3 also for 7H. Slot 4 goes to Team Lyon. 5 is also from Team Lyon. Slot 6 goes to Killers. 7, the Begums. Slot 8 is for Parkside Kings. Slot 9 is for FST. Slot 10, the Kadamas. Slot 11 for Goat 9. Slot 12 for Mafia 302. Slot 13 will go for HP4. Slot 14 is Delta Esports. Slot 15 is SLP. Slot 16 is Lucid Esports. Slot 17 is Omega. 18 is New Exterminators. 19 Risk Killers. 20 SW Warriors. 21 is F4W. 22 is Commando with a K, and it's actually Commando Special Craft. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Please do let me know. 23 is Firestruck, 24 Gen X, 25th is Ghost Army. So this is what you've got, and the teams will be piling up in the slots accordingly. Anyone who's not in their place, do let us know, guys. For everybody who knows me, um, by now you probably know I have zero tolerance for hackers. So please do not use it. Even if you've got it, I don't care. Don't use it in the room. Let's play clean. Let's have a clean match, and everyone, please switch on your death cams. Anyone who's not switched on their death cams, I will recommend that you switch on their death cams. We've already informed um, some of the players to have their screen recordings, just in case we have any grievances and people would like to basically see if the player's been playing fair or not. So I think it's fair enough. Everybody's got a screen recorder in their cell phones. It shouldn't be a problem. So as we can see, the teams are piling up now. The slots are filling in. The first match, of course, will be Wrangle, everyone's favorite. The server will be moved on to Middle East, and the format will be of squad. In the audience, if anyone's got a question, anything at all, of course, this is like a one-way channel. I will not be able to hear you, but you can post your questions in the chat box where I can see them, obviously. So if you've got any questions at all, please feel free. Well, we do not give UC for free. We have challenges. You are more than happy to participate and get free UC, or you can basically seek out some of our hidden challenges on Instagram. 7hgaming.stream is the Insta page, and you can win up to 600 UC there. It's pretty simple, guys. I'm sorry, I've been asked to kick someone here. Slot 13 is what? Okay. So why is Ninja Bleach and Mortal in slot 12? What are you guys doing there? Isn't your slot supposed to be slot 1? Guys, please, let's make this quite educated. Everybody move on to your slots. Do not be, about randomly. It doesn't look nice. Just go back to your slots. Slot team 1, go back to your slots. Otherwise, it's just gonna be very confusing for everyone. 7H, the second team, Zoro UAE. Where is this team? Haruto, can you ask this team to just come up and fill up their spots? So let's say, whom do we have missing right now? We'll go about it and see who is missing. So the first three 7H teams, we'll take care of that. Team 4, Lyon, and Team 5, Lyon. Guys from the Lyon, Team 4 is there, but your Team 5, your team that's supposed to be in slot 5 is missing. So if anybody from Team Lyon is listening, please just let us know where these guys are. Okay, so then we have Team 6, the Killers. Furqan, Killer with his gang. Team 7 is occupied by Begums. Okay. And 8 is Parkside Kings. They're missing a player. Then we've got Team 9 is FST. Team 10, the Kadamas, they're all in. Team 11. So I'm just getting a few messages from some team leaders. Let me see what it is about. Okay, so getting back onto this, we've got Team 12 who's missing here. Team 12 are Mafia 302. These guys are missing in. Team 11 is Goat 9, G9 for short. Makes sense. G9, you're missing one player. Guys, we will start this in the next. Okay, so what should I do? So you want me to invite you? Is that what you're saying? Okay, so say it. So if you can just tell me, I'll invite you. You're doing these mime actions. I don't understand them. Okay, so they are invited. Guys, we will start this in exactly 7 minutes from now. The ID and password has been shared in the captain's group only. So get in touch with your captain, and then he'll give you the user ID and password. So we kick this off in 7 minutes, with or without you. It's 9:13 now, guys. So fill it up. I can see Leon, the second team, is coming in, filling it out. Team 12 is still missing. Mafia 302 is still missing. Team 15, SLP is missing a player. Team 16, Lyon Esports is also missing a player. Oh, they've got their guy there. Okay. Omega is all completed. Thank you. 18 is missing 3 players. 19 Risk Killers. Okay, these boys are all in. 20 missing 3 players. SW Warriors. I think these guys should be in some time. 21 F4W. These guys are all in. Team 22 all in. Team 23 Fire Struck. Struck or Streak. What's written here is Fire Struck. So Fire Struck is not in yet. Gen X missing 2 members, and finally Ghost Army complete. So we've got 79 players here. Anybody who's not supposed to be beside you, let us know. We will kick them out. So this is what it's going to come down to. We've got 5 minutes left. We will start this in 5 minutes, guys. Get your teams in order, have them come in if they've not already, and then we can kick this off. Delta have 5, please kick 1. So any Delta who's not in the original slot will be kicked out. It's simple as that. SW, if your team is not coming up, you will be kicked out. Anybody left without at least 3 members in the squad will be kicked out. The squad will be a minimum of 3 or 4. You cannot go solo and play with others. It doesn't work like that. So team 4 and 5 is Lyon. What's wrong with Lyon? Let's see. So what do I have to see in team 4 and 5? What are you hinting at? This seems to be part of the same team, Lyon. So 4 and 5, that's what it is. Guys, get into your slots. 2 minutes left. Okay, so right, so we have 78 here. I'm gonna start this in a minute. So this is my final scan, guys. SW, you are not there. SLP, get into your squad or I'm kicking you out. SLP, go into your, go with your teammates. Yes, thank you. Go and join your teammates. Leon, move back to your slot. Thank you. So SLP, do you guys have one more player? I will have to kick you guys out. Sorry, Team 24, you will be kicked out. cannot play with 2 players. Omega, I'm kicking you guys out as well. I'm sorry. You just can't play with 2 players. You will also be kicked out. Only 3 or more. Okay, that's it. We're gonna start this off, guys. Best of luck. So, okay, I'm gonna be off the chat now, guys. Let me bring this back to the usual screen out. There it is. Okay. If the volume is good, please let me know. This is the time where I can try to fix it. Let's change it up. Let's just basically take an overview, guys. This is what we are looking at. This is the lobby, the so-called new era with PUBG, and this is what it's all about. Jumping, going to each other, and yes, guys, I just got reminded by something. Please, no abuses. Let's keep this respectful. Nobody abuse in the plane, please. Thank you. So, this is the plane. Let's see who's gonna take the plane. And this is the map. So I'll keep this on so that you guys have an idea as to where everybody is gonna land. And while systems take up the graphics or swallow them in as well. So we've got a few guys landing in early, probably trying to play it safe. We have a few of them trying to play it safe early on. Well, it's not bad. It's not bad of a strategy. A few brave will try to land into the hotspots of Pochinki and whatnot. Yes, as you can see, this is the spread. So this is the screen so far. This is where everybody's getting it at. So this is what it's all about right now. This is what it's getting at. Okay, so moving on. I'm gonna go and see what the action's gonna get us at Pochinki at the moment. Yeah, the streams gets laggy in the start. It's a done deal, you know. It's the same with everyone. It happens all over, so it's not an issue. Let's not panic over it. So once the graphics do kick in, we will have a smooth sail. So we've had an early kill over here. Lucid has got one of the players. Now this is what it looks like right about now. So G9 takes FAW early on in the game. RK and the gangs, what is happening here? They are trying to run over. 7H Shadow is run over by RK Drago. He's got himself run over with a car. That's a bit unfortunate here. And now I think the RK boys, they're gonna go and try to get the rest of the gang. So this is not looking good from the start. Yeah. So you've got the Les boys, they are nearby. They've got themselves a car. So the team Lucid, I think let's move on to them and see what they're up to. They've got themselves early kill. This is where they are. They've got themselves a few early kills. Let's see what the teammates are up to. This is gonna be. These guys are just fighting it out. Leon versus these guys. Okay, so it's basically Team 16 versus the Lyon boys of Team 5. So these guys will live to survive, and they will be taking on with the loot of this spot right here. This is all yours. You can just go about it as you like for now. So moving on to Pochinki, one of the hotspots. So let's see. So you've got Ace fighting it off. He's been knocked down by Delta Hamad. Why is he out alone here though? That's the question. Why were you all alone there? So the guys from Delta, they've got their first kill. They've got one team kill. They're just outside Pochinki. Just outside of it. They're going to take the loot and the entire Pochinki for themselves for now. So we'll just keep you with these looters for now. Let me just see what's happening in the chat. Okay. So Team 3 is been very unlucky in this matchup so far. Okay, so the Deltas, they've taken down Team 3 completely. That's good on you boys. You get the loot, you get the spot. Let's move on. Do we get to see any action between these lots here? Let's see. What is happening in Yasnaya? What is happening? What is the deal? So you've got Team 22 right about here, and the killers. So KSK and the killers are in Yasnaya. I don't think we would see an encounter at the moment, but it seems we have an encounter happening elsewhere. Let's move on to Team 10, the Kadamas. They seem to be in an encounter. So Grumkid is being revived, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the Begums versus the Kadamas. So we have two of our squads in this tournament who are comprised of females, all female squads. Both of these guys, the Begums versus the Kadamas, all of them are females. One from India, the other one from UAE. Now it's pretty interesting how these guys, how these teams, they both chose Severny to land in, and I think this is going to be an interesting standoff because this is a no man's land at the moment. You've got only the ladies fighting it out in Severny and exactly on opposite sides of the road. So I'm not sure who's going to get the better of the two. They've each knocked out one of the players. So, and each of them will be reviving one of the partners. So I'm not really sure if this is going to progress anytime soon. But as you can see, none of the teams are planning to rush in, and they've got pretty interesting spots and pretty. I think the Begums have gotten a better overview. So, but Maruki, she knocks down Simba for the second time. Now, if I was K3, Maruki, and Mena, I would probably rush. This is a time where you guys need to rush. I mean, you've knocked that player twice. It takes 10 seconds. You just take 5 or 6 seconds to cross that road. You should have crossed and gone for the push here. So Delta boys are having a fight. Let's move on to them. They are in a fight here. Let's see. Okay, so the Deltas have been knocked down. The GPs are here. We can see the Deltas being knocked down, and GP L7M is going for the kill there. He will be taking their loot. They've got 3 team kills at the moment. So this is gonna sound pretty interesting, and for those who are watching, do let me know how the quality is, because yes, it will be snippy in the get-go. Delta Beast is the sole survivor of his squad. Now guys, remember, when we talk about surviving, you've got survival points as well. It's not just about anything. Okay, he gets a revenge on some of his squad members. I think he wants to finish him off. He doesn't want to give him that chance, but will he be able to? Only if you could say, Beastie, only if you could say. So, as you would be presuming, HP4 will be reviving one of the players. So that was a good opportunity. Unfortunately, couldn't take over it completely. It would have been a completely justified snap there if he was able to take down GPL7N. Okay, so I think now they will probably try to circle Delta Beast around, or what is going to happen? I wonder now, if you are the sole survivor of the squad and you know this squad challenge has got survival points, so you've got 4 team kills, which isn't bad. Now all you need to do is you need to survive and come in the top 5. So we have the Kadamas are on a roll, and Mana is basically taken down 7H Niku. This should be interesting. These guys play together all the time, bickering, nagging, who's better than whom. So that was a knock though. So what has happened here? I missed out on the story really. What just happened here? Where did the Begums go? Okay, so this is the rest of the 7H boys are here. So you've got Bleach, you've got Niku, Ninja, and Mortal. So Mortal is taking down a wash there. Let's stick on to him. He's one of the better players of 7H. And let's just stick on to him and see. So Grump Kid also knocked. Right. I think, guys, maybe you guys need to push, because if you've got 2 of the players knocked down, it's time for a push. You need to push down. You need to push it onto them. Let's see what's happening with Maruki and the gangs. They are trying to revive in the zone, not looking good. So Awash is already dead. Mana on the ground. Grump Kid, okay, this is not gonna be nice, but Maruki gets the better. They're all gone. So Grump Kid, okay, I for a second I thought this might be a glitch, but it wasn't actually a glitch. So that was really interesting to see. Okay, so 7H, these boys have taken some damage, but they will survive, and they need to probably catch up on the zone. Too far off from the zone, guys, too far off. So apparently I think the Begums, they've survived the standoff versus the Kadamas. I mean, what happened there? Was it a truce? Did you guys just decide to go each way? I'm not too sure. But the better choice definitely was of the Begums. They did what they had to do. Okay, so at the moment they are looting away in Rozok. This is what these ladies have come up with. This was the plan. Now they will be looting it away in Rozok here. So while we keep an overview, it would be interesting to see the map. What's happening about here? We've got, okay, before that, let's move on to the story with Delta and the other boys. We're on his chase. Man, these guys are persistent. I mean, this is still happening. Can you believe this? Uh, well, it would be interesting. Primorsk does not have much of vehicles. Maybe that's why Delta Beast is finding it a bit difficult to get away soon. But let's see if we can sort it out for these guys. Okay, so the stream gives everybody an advantage. So this is what it is right now. I'm just trying to see, say, Beast, if you're looking, there is a buggy out here for you near the Starbucks. You can probably go take the buggy, buddy, and survive it out to find a better stance or position, loot for yourself, and then move on. But I think we're gonna see a push here now. Yes. Okay, this is a push. GPL7N is the first one there. Let's move on to Argo. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Delta is just trying to, survive it out. He's playing it up smart. But, buddy, you're outnumbered here. Well played, Delta. That's very impressive. Team 13. I need to speak up their names. Team 13, I'm sorry. Yes, HP4. It's pretty obvious it was there on there. How stupid of me. So HP4, these guys, they've got 14 kills. I don't know if you're watching, if you probably thought you're being spectated right now. Probably if I was you, I would do an emote or something, some fancy stuff. But you're in the zone, which is a good thing. They've got another team, the Killers. The Killers are right about here. Look at this. These guys, these boys have just owned this place. This is like a summer boot camp or summer rest house. I don't know what it is, but these boys are just what they're doing. They're just sitting it out, chilling about. All of them. Look at this. Okay, he's watching the door. Okay, these boys, I don't know, too suspicious. Right. What are you guys waiting for? I mean, I think the strategy probably here is to basically survive it out. So, what's happening with Lucid? These guys were in fight with the RDX, so they've got the better of them. A total of 18 kills. They've lost one player. If I'm not mistaken, this was Lyon Esports. So, well played there. They've got 3 guys left on them. Remember, guys, anybody with grievances, you need to have your death cam replay, and then only we can basically ask the guys for their screenplay. Okay? If we find a suspicious kill, that's how we get for the replay having sent out. Okay, I think this is mostly going to come down to okay, last few guys, few teams are remaining, but still a bit spread out. So let's see. We've not spectated Team 22 much. Let's see what these boys are up to. Okay, so Team 22 is up against FST's final survivor. Okay, interesting. So, well, what do you guys expect? I mean, there's one lone wolf out here, and you've got the KSKs here. They've got 1 team kill. The rest of the boys, they're just looking in that direction, but nobody's actually progressing except for Hunter. Are they aware that they might have another team coming across to them? Okay. I might want to say the gameplay recording of KSK. So KSK boys, if you're listening, I would like to say the recording of KSK Hunter. Okay, so nobody's gonna just push on. We're just all gonna call it a peaceful day. They're all just gonna be peaceful out here. Nobody wants to push on the other. Okay, so let's say what these boys are up to. These guys are actually pushing it across. So this is gonna be such a tricky situation. This is a love triangle, to be honest, but nobody wants to propose. Nobody wants to move out on the other. They're just being too careful, if you ask me. So what are these boys up to? The survivors of Primosk have bought themselves a Dacia and they will be moving on towards the bridge area, getting themselves into the zone first. Okay, interesting boys. So these guys, and this is the overview. Are we gonna see any action from these boys, or it's just all bark and no bite? I mean, what is it gonna take? What is it gonna take for them to push on to a lone survivor? I think they've heard me and they would like to push on. Perhaps, or just nade the guy. I mean, what happened here? How did Team FST give themselves away? Look at this. I mean, this is not looking good. This is what was to be expected, but I did not see it coming this way. Anyways, it would be interesting to see what gave away FST. What gave him away? He did not move an inch there, not from what I could see. But nonetheless, the boys here, they will be moving on to a better strategic location apparently. And what do you say? Is this? They've just got themselves away from one love affair to another. So this is a perfect triangle here. It will be so interesting to see who spots who first. So let's move on. Let's see who's gonna get the first peek at the other. Who's gonna get it? Apparently, is he disconnected? What is happening? Well, I'm not sure, but okay. So, Team 22. This is a spread, guys. Look at this. I'm just gonna get this a bit closer. This is what the spread looks like at the moment. We've got other teams a bit more closer. So what is happening here? You've got G9 up against the Rolex boys, the Risk Killer boys. Okay, so Risk Killers. I don't see Legend playing today. So you've got Drago, you've got Red Bull, you've got Toxic, and you've got Rolex. These boys are just trying to circle G9. G9 is got Talal with them, and they've got Ben Murad, and they've got Azuz. So let's see how. I mean, we've got. I think this is probably the closest we have to some action at the moment. So we might as well stick on to them. Okay. So interesting. So the lone survivor of Team 3. He's right about here, guys. I did not tell you, but he's right there. 7H वालों को दिखाओ. Okay. 7H Bleach. Okay, it's a bit laggy. Okay, so this is a chase. 7H. Niku is here. Leech is here. The Leech is Irish. He's probably just 8 or 9 years old by now. So this is going to be an interesting chase. Oh, look at this. Something. Oh, okay. So this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. Look at this. Lucid is just caught between that love affair. But this is what's going to happen now. So you will have Ninja is knocked down by the nade. The only guy surviving right now is Mortal. So what's happened? Let's see what's happening here. Okay, these boys have taken damage as well. 2 of them knocked down. So who gets whom? Who gets whom? Okay, let me just move on to Mortal here. Okay, Mortal gets Lucid. Okay, hold on. I need to just get this out here. Okay, so Mortal is the survivor out of that battle. And now what's happening there? So you've got the other 7H squad not too far away. They are okay, but they're actually a bit far. Let's see on to them. What's happening with them here? UAE. Oh, so UAE is actually spotting them on. Look at that. This guy UAE is one of my favorite players. He's just I don't know what, he's 8 years of age now, but he is such an impressive player, this guy. He plays really well for an 8-year-old. I mean, not just for an 8-year-old, I think in general he plays really well. So let's take an overspread here. So look at this. This is like a home party out here. So you've got 7H Team 2, they've got 4 members, and Team A has lost 2 of the members, of course 9 kills. I think Team 2 is more of a safe player. These guys, I know Zoro, UA, One Shot, Haruto, these guys are more strategic, whereas Mortal, Ninja, those guys are more about the push. So let's see what happens here now. The overview, this might be the closest action, so we'll stick to it. Or perhaps not. These guys, I told you. Zoro, UA, One Shot, Haruto, these guys are more of safe players, strategic. They will probably try to move around into another spot, something to keep themselves safer. Okay, interesting. They've come into these spots here, so let's spectate. Let's see. Zoro, One Shot. What are these guys thinking? So Haruto is down. Let's see, One Shot, and move on to UAE. UAE is in the warehouse as well. So okay, let's take an overview and see what the story tells us. The zone is creeping on. The G9s have got 3 members. These boys, okay, I'm not really sure who's got the advantage here, but I would say G9 at the moment. G9 definitely has the advantage. So UA gets knocked down by the play zone. I mean, what are you guys thinking? This is not good strategy, boys. Okay, so Azuz, he's gonna go and get the kill. He's after Zoro. Zoro knocks him down. Let's move on to Zoro. Okay, I'm sorry, that ended up a bit quickly. Zoro's got 6 kills. Zoro, I think many of the guys would want to see your screen recording, so I hope you guys are recording your screens, because the rules will apply to everybody. Anyone who is not recording their screens, their team will be disqualified. So Mortal and oh, look at this, UAE This is clever, but I don't know where he is. I think he's in a glitch. Is he stuck in a glitch? It wouldn't be the first time he's in a glitch, but okay. I'm not sure if this is a glitch or not, but apparently it seems that he's stuck. No, I'm sorry. This was actually very clever of him. He was just trying to be in that corner to see if he would be revived in time, but the zone is your enemy at the moment. The zone is your enemy. Team 19, the RK boys. So it's all come down to the home ground of a lane. So what's happened here is you've got Team 6, the killers. Okay, we can perhaps take an overview now. It would be better. Let's just take an overview. So look at this. Zoro knocks down Sherry Killer. Okay, he's got them there. They were two out in the open perhaps. So Zoro and One Shot fighting it out here. Okay, that is a good spot. Many people forget One Shot getting on Ryder Ali as well, and perhaps let's. Okay, this is too much. Mortal gets Zoro. It's all in the open. This is all in the open right now. So Furkan Killer goes down. Mortal takes down Zoro. Ninja is knocked. Yes, he is knocked. Let's get back to Mortal. And what are the RK boys doing? I think these guys are playing it out extremely safe. Safe but smart. They don't need to take that extra risk. And talking about safe and smart, K9, 7H K9. He's very good in strategy. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen him being in such a difficult spot, left out by his teammate, all stranded. K9 is going to push on onto the RK boys. Is that what he's going to do? Okay, RK is just in that smoke screen. Now the thing is, it is smart. Probably you might think, but what the negative thing about the smoke screen right now is it's not allowing you to see your enemy as well. So RK7 K9 is gonna take the risk and he gets taken down by the play zone. So it's all down to the risk killers and 7H Mortal Ninja. Ninja isn't healing himself much, so probably there is not much left to say here. But these there's one more survivor. One shot in snake mode, exactly when it's required. So let's go on to One Shot gets Mortal, goes into snake mode again. RK Killer, what is happening with Ninja? I wanna just rotate the screen. So look at this. Look at how smart the RK boys are playing it out. These guys, they are playing it out really smart. These boys here. See, have this. They've got unless and until the zone does not favor them. So One Shot, he killed Mortal, and Ninja is still surviving it in snake mode in the bush. He's taken off his clothes. He doesn't want to be seen. Ninja, you've left out the pan though. So Ninja is taking down One Shot. It's become personal now. Now it's Ninja versus RK. And I think the RK boys have a clear advantage. I mean, it's 3-on-1. Okay, the match takes over. The match is ended. RK, really well played. I mean, it was really smart. I loved what they did in the final zone. The first team at the moment, first place, RK. Well done, boys. The boys from a lane. The second team, again, the boys from a lane. The third team, again, boys from a lane. and the fourth team a mix of boys from Alain and Dubai. So fifth from Pakistan, sixth also from Pakistan. But I was really impressed by some of these guys. I mean, Lucid, these guys played really well. Okay, really, really well. And Delta, these guys played as well too. The rest of the teams, probably not yet there at the moment, but it was interesting to see the Kadamas and the Begums. That was such an interesting clash. But nonetheless, guys, I'm gonna leave off the screen, okay? And we need to do a bit of points. Anybody with grievances, anybody wanting or wants to share a suspicious death replay with us, uh, you are more than welcome to do so, and we will try and get in touch to see if we can get the other teams to submit the recordings for you to clarify things out. Okay, so this is Baka. We will come back 10:30, guys. Give us 30 minutes or so. Okay, I'm gonna leave the screen off. On to what should I leave it on off to? عبود روم بنتا بياتا روم. Okay, guys, this is the final round. It will be Sandhawk, and the server will be Middle East, of course. Now, let's say some of the teams they might just give up too early, sort of the quitter's nature, but others who still believe in themselves, they will try it out for this run. Because even if you've not got or got it right the first time in the first round, it does not mean that things cannot change. We all know that in PUBG it just takes that one wrong decision for things to flip over. So it's pretty simple as that. The ones who understand it, they will be back for the second round, and here they are. The ones who've not understood it, probably they'll just not be there. I'm just gonna do a quick scan. So let me give you guys a recap. Uh, the team to have come first in the previous round was Risk Killers. They've scored themselves 30 points. Behind them is 7S Team A with 25, and then 7S Team 3 with 20 points, and the rest will follow. The teams who did not participate was team number 15, and you've got team 23, team 20, and team 12. These teams were basically short on players, so we just decided that it's better they do not continue because it just wouldn't make sense. So the rest of the boys are piling in. I'll only advise that you guys come in quickly. Okay. 2 minutes and we start this off. Okay, 1 minute to go. I'll just run a final scan and then we can get this going. Okay, guys, so this is what we left with. Rolex, you need to get back because I'm starting this off now. Okay, here we go. So Kanan basically did not have the map downloaded, and the rule was that less than 3 players will not be allowed to participate in the squad challenge. I'm sorry guys, the rules are the same for everyone, and we said we would start exactly now, and so we've started it off. So Shadow K9, I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is. Okay guys, so this is the spread. Sanok, small and crafty. That's what you need to get out of this map. Let's see what the random boys are up to. The 8-year-old trying to rip off people on clothes. One shot's jumping about. What are the rest of the boys doing? Leon, they've got the squad here. Some of them are just constant thinking about what's happening. The killers are constant there. The Begums. Yeah. Okay, so this is what it is. Let's see what happens. Who would come down? Team 2 have lost one of their players due to some timeout, or I don't know what it was, but nonetheless, it is what it is. You're in or you're out. So let's see, who would actually land in boot camp? The hotspot. Will anybody be there? Is everybody trying to land in boot camp first? Okay. Let's see. I can see a spread now. The RK boys, they will definitely try to play it safe. They don't need to take a risk out here. Team 25 is gone down to boot camp. I think the closest encounter would be here. So apparently the Kadamas have chosen Jaime. Jaime is the spot, and this is what they had chosen. And Lyon and HP4, they've all chosen this spot right here. So Hatin would be the spot. Okay, there you go, early on. Leon rushing on. Leon Bacha would be rushing on, and they've got their first kill of the day. The rest of the boys, here they are. Just going around for now. Oh, what's happening at HP4? Maroki. Oh, HP4 gets Maroki. The Kadamas, this is going to be very difficult. Mena gets HP4 Adil. She would definitely try and go for the kill. That is phenomenal play. Oh, I spoke too soon. Mena goes down, but HP4 is lost 2 members there. I think the boys, Team 5 of Lyon, will have the upper hand here. They will survive the day with the loot and all 4 of their members intact. That is if Lyon Clutch can get to him early. Oh, he's on the chase here. He gets him. So that's it. The boys from Lyon, Team 5, will celebrate, and the doctor will be revived. Okay. Now let's see if we have any other close encounters. None so far, or none that I can anticipate at the moment. Everybody will want to play it safe, extra safe for that matter. So let's just spectate the boys and see what everybody's up to. So I've got these boys which is the only team that actually landed in boot camp. So, well, good for you guys, because it seems that boot camp will be ideally still in the next zone, and from there on probably we'll have to move forward. So if you can just see an overview here, you'll see that it's all for yourself, this entire space. This is all to you guys right now. This is all for you. You've got nothing to worry about at the moment. I think the best spot is being occupied by KSK, because probably they will still be in the zone for perhaps till the second last zone or so. That's what I'm guessing at the moment. The Begums are not too far away from them. So if you see these boys here, they're jumping about, trying to scout the area out, and perhaps they have seen the Begums or anticipating. Probably they definitely saw the shoots open up and the Begum's coming onto this spot right here. Okay, so I think Anas took a bit of damage there, but the KSK boys are firing it out. What are they exactly trying to fire at? Okay, this situation might either turn out to the Begum's favor, or it might just get them killed. So ideally what would happen is the Begums, if they think fast and think now, they can take this path and escape. They can take this path and escape onto the other side, but I think this is not what they're thinking at the moment. These guys, they just want to find it out, and the KSKs, they will try to push in as well. So let's take an overview and see how these guys are positioned. So Ikra is somewhere in the balcony trying to spot out whoever peeks. Anas is at the wall. Anam is also trying to take the first look or advantage of anybody who peeks out. Simba, nobody wants to fire there. This might not be an easy shot. Okay, boosting it up. So I think these boys are meaning business now. They might try to push. Okay, Coffin gets knocked down by Ikra. Well, he's in safe hands for now. He will be revived. Villain is trying to circle them around, but Anam has got this side covered. Will she try and look? Okay. Well, as I was saying earlier, if the Begums had not decided to take a stand there, they can always take this route and move it down the hill and move across. That could have been an option, just get around them. The second zone is still in their favor. The two of them are still in the zone for the most part of it. I think they should not move out of this safety net of a boundary that they have for themselves. So, with limited loot on KSK's side, what will happen? What will happen? We need to see. The first team to make a mistake will go down here. I think everybody is just trying to camp it out. Let's spectate the RK boys. These guys, they came in first in the last round, and this is why these guys are going to play it extremely safe. They don't want to be taking any sort of risk. They just can't afford it at the moment. They have a very good shot at winning this and getting away with the royal passes. However, at times when you're playing that safe, it might not really work out. You get called as a player, you don't have that impulse. So they've got 2 flares and they've shot those flares. They will have plenty of loot and a lot of killing to do, but those flares just triggered the boys in Ghost. So the Ghost team, they will want to push on definitely, because they've seen the flares now. They know that before the drops come in, they need to get them. So the Ghost army is marching on. They will march on to the risk killers. Okay, this should be really interesting now. I'm not sure if RK is aware. Okay, actually they are pushing across. Right, so Rolex is the first one to go into it. KSK Villain takes down Anam. but this is a bit more interesting to see. Okay, so now the arcades have caught themselves in the zone. If Ghost is knocked down Toxic, what will this do? This is okay, barely gets away with it. Barely, a little more closer and both of them would have been knocked down. But for the moment, they will survive. So, Alpha Israel, he's on to his sniping with the car. Okay. This is not looking good for Arcade here. I mean, these guys, you know, the tank, it does explode. We've seen this in more than an occasion in Sandhawk. But it's what helped them escape for now. So RK, you know, the RK killers, they've barely got away. This is what these boys are doing at the moment. They've barely escaped that, but do not rely too much on the tank, guys. It can cost you. It can cost you the entire team. But for now, I think they will, you know, try to travel it out safe. At least they would want to survive it out in the top 10. Okay, so it seems there has been, you know, the standoff between KSK is, you know, still or come to a conclusion. The Lyon guys, they are here, and is it the killers? No, not yet. So UA just knocks down Gen X. This guy is just about 8 years of age. One of my favorite clan members. What is Zoro up to? Zoro is also eyeing it out. One shot is also about here. UA gets at Gen X NYT. Raptor Jet is fighting it out. Gen X Fatima is being knocked. Okay, Zoro takes down Fatima. Not a good position for Gen X there, but Zoro UA in one shot. They will have to make up the extra effort. Haruta could have joined them because of the lag. So they're holding the grounds pretty well, I'd say. Right, so who would be the next target? Okay, RK, these boys are still happily cruising about. Let's move on and see what's going to happen here. Zoro is trying to still eyeball the last surviving member of Gen X. So Zoro gets Gen X. So these boys, it was 3 vs 3. They got Gen X got bested at this spot. They had high ground, but for some reason they did not capitalize on the patience which they should have. Now this is something very interesting. Lyon will be heading towards and facing against RK. If RK goes on or continues on with this tank, I am definitely sure the tanks are not going to be of any use to them. So they're trying to line them up to give them cover. Smart there. Smart. Okay, so RK Rolex is preying on to Lyon. So Leon, do they have an idea of the arcades out there? I mean, if they've seen the tanks, they definitely know somebody's there. They must have definitely seen the tanks, but just going out in the open without your guns. Okay, they've taken out the guns now, so let's see. Oh no, I don't think Leon is aware. Oh, look at that, look at that. Arcade Rolex barely escapes that. 1 HP. Leon Clutch will push on. I think you guys need to keep pushing. You need to push on. This is a moment where you need to just push on. Okay, so this is heavy, guys. Leon Barcher taking down Arcade Drago. Rolex takes down Fearless. This is neck to neck. It's neck to neck around here. What's gonna happen? Rolex takes down Barcher, and I think the Rolex guys, they survived this one out. They survived this one out. Red Bull gets the final hit. So now Zoro is trying to take a hit at Fury. He's got hit himself. He's gonna take basically try and recover there. Okay, the zone is too small and there are just too many people out there. It's just gonna end up like the last zone. Crowded and fussy. So it's all about the points. It's all gonna come down to the points now. It will come down to the points in the end. But this is what the spread looks like. So basically, everybody of 7H Team A is going into snake mode. All of them crawling about. They don't want to take any risks. They know they need those points to score it off. They don't need the kills for it. But what will happen? Would this strategy actually, help them succeed? So the risk killers, these guys are here. Okay, so 7H Team C is actually near these guys. They've still got their tanks for some reason. They don't want to let go of the tanks. So UAE's been knocked. He's gonna revive. He's gonna be revived and he will try and heal himself. But what I'm surprised at is why is Riskiller still hanging on to the tanks? I'm serious, guys. These tanks would do you no good out in the open. They're just too slow. And with the landscape which is ahead of you, it's just not going to make sense. So you look at this. Now look at this, what's going to happen here. Okay, so there's a tank. It will be bombarded at from all directions now. From all directions. Everybody knows there's a tank out there and every bun will take a hit at it. See, this is what I was talking about. A very bad decision of coming and landing right out here. This is a very, very bad decision, guys. RK, I told you, you should not be going with this tank any further. It just does not make sense. So you see, this is what you turn into, loot boxes. So Ghost is knocked down 7H Nico and 7H Mortal. Two of them knocked down, and Alpha takes down Zoro. Okay, this is too much to be spectating on one person. I need to move around. Let's see. KSK villains are here. Coffin. This is too much, guys. Too much. A very small zone and too many players alive. Look at this. Look at this spread. Ghost Cobra. Ghost Skull. These guys are. I think Cobra is gonna Gonna take an advantage there. Throw up a nade. Oh yes, he gets him. He gets him. KSK mode is not looking good either. This is gonna be bad. Bleach takes down UAE. So there you go. The 9-year-old takes down the 8-year-old. These guys are cousins. So oh, Furkan Killer's in a bad spot. Ghost Skull with a good spray there, and he takes them down. Cobra, the guys in Ghost are just getting on. They are hitting them hard. This was really hard play on them, but they are somewhere wandering outside the zone as of now. They just want to take the last guy out. Sherry Killer is all by himself over here. He's in the zone, but let's see. So let's see what's happening with 7H. We've got Ninja here and Bleach. These guys are surviving it out. Okay, so Ninja takes down Ghost Skull. Let's move on to Ninja. Ghost. The final few surviving squads at the moment. The final few. All you guys need to do is survive right now, guys. Look at this. This is not looking good. Ninja is being cornered. KSK Coffin out, taken out by Cobra. So now you've got Bleach knocked down. 6 players remaining. Ninja, you need to survive this. And Sherry Killer being the smart one, trying to survive. Okay, Ninja takes down Ghost Fury. Alpha Israel takes down Ninja. Now it is between Sherry and Sherry Killer. Okay, he's gonna take his time, swim it up. But Sherry, be mindful. They knew where you are. They knew. So Cobra is trying to approach Sherry. This is gonna be bad for Sherry, to be honest. He's in the water, and there are 2 Ghost Army members on the top. This is not looking good. Guys, be merciful, and let's see what happens though. You never know. Okay, so Cobra, but you know, if the zone favors Sherry anymore, I don't know, to be honest. I cannot say much, but this is what it has come down to. It is coming down to this, guys. This is what it is. Look at this. It's a cliff fight. Oh no, this Cobra, Ghost Cobra tries to move in and get Sherry. That's how this match ends, guys. This is how it ends. So, Ghost Army coming in at first. Well played, guys. The Killers playing it smart, surviving in at second with 3 members. 7H Team A coming up third. KSK fourth. Fifth will be 7H Team B. Sixth is RK, Chris Killers. 7th is Lyon, and so on. Okay guys, well played. Thank you so much. We will be announcing the results we will basically be announcing these results in the captain's group. Thank you a lot, and we will see you around. This is back out.